Howdy everyone, blondetheftauto here, and we are here with a new Minecraft series, and it is gonna be called DawnCraft. DawnCraft is the start of something particularly new for me. It is going to be in a video format. It's not gonna be streamed, which is why I'm saying it's the dawn of a new era for me. I'm not used to doing recordings. I'm used to just streaming and then posting those on YouTube, but I'm attempting with this series to do something a little bit different. So let us get right into it. Let us create a new world and call it DawnCraft. We're just gonna be in survival, and let's go. And here we have spawned in a birch and oak forest. And it looks like there's some spruce over there. Let's just get on top of this tree and see if we can't see around us a little bit more. So it looks like we're on the edge of a forest biome with a bit of mountain range over towards that way, which is very, very good. And there is a bee. So as you can tell, this series is going to be in 1.15.2. The last real Minecraft version I had played on was in 1.12.2. So there's been quite a few updates since I last really played. So I'm looking forward to seeing what all it is that Minecraft has to offer now. So, first things first, punching trees. We have punched our trees, and now we start the adventure. So let's get a crafting table put down here, and get a couple of these made into planks and sticks, so we can make our first pickaxe. So let's get this up, and I feel like we probably should head... I feel like the best course of action may be to go over to this mountain area over here and grab some of that surface coal that's right over there. And so let's get right to it. And here we are. Let us actually make a better pickaxe first, because I want to have as much time as possible to do what we need to do. So stone pickaxe is a lot faster than a wooden one. So let's just go around here and gather as much coal as we possibly can. Alright, we have mined a little bit of coal that I could find on this little rock right here. Let's grab the sugar cane and then let us start. Was that a 4 tall sugar cane? Okay. It was a 4 tall sugar cane. Now let's take our way out. I did grab a little bit of cobblestone to set us off for making a couple furnaces and some more stone tools as we come across that we need them. Let's go ahead and kill some of these sheep, because I would like to have a bed. And you can't just mix and match wool anymore, so let's go for the white sheep. And yes, I am using my wooden pickaxe because it has no use to me beyond this anymore. So as I have been wandering across through here, I have found this very, very tall mountain to just kind of look out and gaze upon the world which we have spawned in. And it looks like there might be a bit of a plains biome over there. There is this really nice looking lake over here with the ocean out towards that way, but I think we want to head in that direction. And I do believe that this is the first time I have really ever seen these flowers. These are a lily of the valleys, and they're very, very pretty, so I'm going to get, you know, as many of them as I can really afford to get right here, which is all of them, because they're important. And as we have made it to the plains biome over here, it has started to set on our very first day. But luckily, we are almost about to have a bed. So let us put this down and get us a bed made so we can sleep the night away. And we should be able to sleep very, very, very soon. Hopefully. Any time now. Before, you know, the mob starts spawning. Please. Pretty please. I would like to go to bed. Like, please. There's stars starting to come out. Let me go to bed. Oh no. Let's hopefully move it up just a little bit higher and they'll let us. Yay, we can sleep. There must be a cave or something underneath there. So let us grab some of this food and get all healed up here because I did trip a couple times. And let's get some new tools made because we are starting to have need for better tools for the moment. So we need an axe, and that is all we can make right now. I do think that I would like to get a better base built up because that would be very nice. But we shall see. So, as I went to go chop down this tree, I noticed that there is a beehive here. And I don't think there are any bees in it, but I know that there are bees around somewhere. So, we shall not chop this tree down, just in case some bees decide to show up again. So, there are a couple little spots around here that I have found that I want to explore a little bit more. The first being there is a very neat looking cave right there. And it looks like it goes down very far, but I would like to have some more food before I do that. And so I'm going around and picking up all the apples that I can get. And I'm sure the sheep won't last very much longer either. So we have managed to attract the attention of a bee because as I was killing sheep for food, I punched a sunflower or two. And so it was in my hand and this little bee buddy just came over and started following me. So let's see if we can't lead him over to where the beehive was. And hopefully we can put him back in his house. Go on, go back in your... He went in his house! That's so cute! And here's another flower that, while it is considered new, I have seen it before. And the only reason I had seen it before is because when the snapshot first came out, I went actively looking for this flower because it is one of the flowers that I really, really love. Mostly because it's blue. Can we sleep? Can we sleep? Can we sleep? There we go. And we have started our first little farm. So let's go put up our extra tools and stuff that we really don't need down in the mines. I think we are ready to go. Let's go ahead and just make a plank to take with us. Or a crafting bench, my bad. And let us put this in our offhand. And get to exploring this little cave system down here. Already there's some coal, which is a good sign, and some iron, which is even better. So let's just light this up. There's a skeleton down there, but we should be good to get this little bit of iron right here. he seems to have disappeared, which isn't always a good thing. Let's just hurry and grab this iron right here. And we're up to 14 iron now, which is very, very good. So let's just kind of creep down here a little bit. So there's a zombie over there. And some creepers. And I feel like we're done with this cave. Let's just grab a little bit of this coal. If we can, before that skeleton decides to start shooting us. It's never good when a skeleton starts to shoot you. I don't know if they can decide to do it or if it's more of an instinct for them. But nonetheless, it is not good. So that mining expedition was a little bit more short-lived than I would have hoped for. However, it did give us what we needed to continue our little adventure here. Let's smelt this up. We are going to probably wait until that is done growing, and then we are going to find a more permanent base. We're going to find a location for a more permanent base, and then we're going to move all of our stuff there. Although I'm sure that we can go ahead and do the adventuring now. So let's get some of this stuff cleared out for when we move. And let's get to adventuring. So I have gone a little ways away from my base. Or air quotes around base, but I have found this very pretty lake surrounded by birch forest. And I do believe that this is where we want to have our base. So let us just quickly kill some sheep here and grab some wood to make a crafting bench, because it is getting a little bit too close to comfort for nighttime for my liking. But after we do this, we will go back to our base and move places. Alright, we are back at base, so let us grab our things here. And once we have grabbed everything, oh, I need to actually do that to get the experience. I had forgotten a little bit about having, let's get our axe out. I had forgotten a bit about having our iron in there. So that should be everything. I am unsure. Actually, let us set this down and make a bucket. Okay. To get just a bit of water, because it's always good to have a water bucket on your inventory in case something were to go wrong, as it normally does with me. So let's just grab all of this, because we need it now. And off we go. I have found a pumpkin. It is my pumpkin now. And we have returned to our little lakeside area that we have chosen to settle down in. Now I'm going to scout around the base of the lake here and see if we can't find a very gorgeous spot to settle. So after some thinking, I'm thinking this area right in here will be the best place for us to settle, because there is this nice little like dip back in here that we can use as a very scenic either like fishing spot or farm area. Either way, I think it'll look really, really nice to have that over here. For reference, right over there is our bed that we decided to find this place to begin with. It doesn't have as much space already dug out as over there, but over there also has a cave, which I'm not entirely fond of. So let us chop down some of these trees, clear it out, and get set up for our new home. The sun is setting once more, and we are almost done with clearing out our little area over there. I really do need to get better at telling when we can sleep when the sun goes down. Maybe I just need a clock. Alrighty, after the tiniest bit of deforestation and a little bit of clearing out some dirt, I think we are ready to start setting up the outline of what I want this house to look like. So I do kind of want to go for this rustic, not really rustic, but like cottage kind of feeling house. There will be several other areas that do have, like, for example, there will be an actual sheep farm somewhere, and there will be an actual, like, different areas for different priorities. But for now, I would like to just kind of set up a rough, a rough estimate of what I would like done. So I am thinking about like a small little porch area right here that would lead into the main room here. I do feel like I will probably go up and down in terms of storage, so like the floor beneath this one will be an actual storage, but I'll have the bedroom actually be up top. That way we can have like a very nice like pointed roof here, and it would look out into the lake here, and it will look very, very nice, I think. But before we do much of that, I would like to get a little bit of a tree farm set up, because right now all we really have access to is birch. Lots and lots of birch. We do have some oak saplings from when we were living in the other place. I know there's some dark oak right over there. Right through the trees there, there's some dark oak over there, and I do remember seeing some spruce. At some point, I know this is difficult for me to say, I will eventually get some acacia, because I do like how the acacia wood blocks look. They look very, very nice. But for right now, let us just go and plant these and go and get some dark oak. Alright, so I do feel like the texture of dark oak has changed a little bit since when I last played Minecraft. I feel like it's a darker brown, like a richer, darker brown than it used to be. So I'm just kind of wanting to get a sense of how it looks in comparison to each other. So I do think that it looks good as like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a accent color, but definitely not the main color that I used to love it for. I feel like oak might be a good base color now. I haven't seen spruce just yet, so my opinions remain to be held for the moment, but as of right now, with the color palettes that we have, oak will be the base, and these two will be accent colors on either ends of the spectrum. But let us just kind of, let's see here, as for like, because we can also do this. I forgot about this. You can, yeah, you can do that. And so that has a little bit more of a gray tone to it than I'm used to. I still think that perhaps the birch might actually be good as like pillar support, like pseudo support at least. The base of all this will actually be cobblestone when I actually get that much cobblestone. But here's kind of the rough idea I'm thinking for them. Yeah, I kind of like that. Alright, so let's actually go see how much cobblestone we have right now. I know we need to really be going and looking. We have 9. That is not nearly enough. Let's build up the base of our floor. Like, we can always add highlights here and there, but let's just get like the nitty-gritty stuff set up so we can actually use this as a house and a base. But first, sleep. Alright, so while I am working on building this house, I think a good idea would be to just set up like a very temporary farm over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. With the seeds that we have gathered thus far. Like I said, this will be very temporary and it'll most likely be destroyed at a later date for a more aesthetic looking farm. But this is just so we can get our little food supply up and running for the moment. Because I think what we want to do now is we want to go and find some spruce trees. Because I think that will really pull together the walls of the house. I think it'll be a good color for it. But we don't have any saplings, so we must go and find one. And we really didn't have to look far because just over the hill, there's spruce trees. I thought they were further away than that. But yay! They weren't! So one thing that I like to do when I'm building a house, especially a starter base, is I like to build the walls up before I put any windows in, because once all the walls are built up, I can then see from the but the first draft of the final product what needs to be done and how. So one thing that I want to show you that I do with most of my starter bases, and even some of my later bigger bases, is when I do windows, I go from something like this to something like this. Now there is a very good reason that I don't use glass or glass panes. It's usually because A, it's too much of a hassle for me to deal with early game, and B, I like being able to shoot out the window and hit things, and kind of just like being able to hit stuff from outside, from the safety of a house, and not have something in the way of it, plus having a design that you normally can't get with glass panes is very important to me. So I'm going to show you the steps that I take to make something like this. So I think we went floor to ceiling with this one, so just getting a good base in is always important. Although I think it might be close tonight, but that's alright. So that and that, and then we need to make some more. Let's make that many more. Let's see here, and then we did, okay, that, and then we did 2 slabs on top of it. Alrighty. So we did that, and now, so this is an upside down slab right next to it. So there was a lot of, eventually, normally I do a circular bit and go from there. So if I don't like how something is looking, I'll tear it out and try something else and just go back and forth and until I get what I'm actually looking for. So I think it's like this. And let's see. Okay, so we did this, and then it's a full block on top. And then these are taken out. And they are upside down backward stairs. And then I think I did, yes, stair, stair. So stair, stair. The only reason I'm going back and forth is so I know I'm doing it symmetrically, because I have a very bad habit of, not doing that. I like things to be symmetrical the first time. I think we're gonna need to make a couple more stairs. Yeah, I'll need 4 more stairs. And that'll give us 4. Nice. Alright, so I go that, no. I go that, and how was it? it's different. Full block, full block, full block, full block. I made an L shape. I will be right back when I can figure this out. I got it. It was just these two were the wrong way. But see, even just small little changes like that can make the entire thing feel very, very different. And I think that we've got... Yeah. These are in the wrong spot too. These are actually, I think... that. So it brings the circles a little bit closer. Like that. Gives it a more compact feel and circular feel rather than the other one. Now I may end up doing a bit... I thought about doing like a bit in this section, but I would rather have torches here to light it all up and have it be lit and good. Now, for this front portion here, I am going to make regular windows, probably very arched windows. Once I do that, I will probably then work on making the outside a little bit better looking because it looks pretty terrible right now. I mean, it's functional, but it's terrible. For right now, I am content with it being functional, but we can always improve upon what we do. No, it's going to have an A-frame kind of deal on the top part with a very circular window, which I will be putting stained glass in. That part will have stained glass in it. I would like to get some cows set up for a bit of a leather farm at the moment. But for that, I need a little bit of redstone, so I need to go mining, but I need to set up the house to have a very good basis for a house before I can actually go mining. This room will actually become the bedroom. It'll be almost like bell-shaped at the front, probably in the back too, but it'll be closed off in the back. It might have a window in the back actually, because that's not a bad view. Maybe small little portholes out to the side, but that might be a bit much. I don't want to quite just use my iron just yet because I do have a want to use them for mining for pickaxes because I do want diamonds before the end of this episode. I would really, really like some diamonds before the end of this episode. This is why I like having open windows, because I can see them very clearly. So I've just been mining along, and what do I find but an abandoned mine shaft? I feel like there's gonna be some pretty good loot in here if I don't die. And boy, was I right. The first diamonds, y'all. Let's mine out here and see how big it is. I'm thinking it may only be a very small vein, but still a vein nonetheless. Well, I may be wrong. It may be bigger than what I thought. And don't worry about all the hiss and noises. I made sure to properly block myself off. Alright, it looks to be a 5 ore vein. So, without further ado, let us mine. Five diamonds exactly. Neat. And second set of diamonds. Let's see how many we get here. Six. Nice. And the third vein of diamond ore. It's only 4, but considering that we only have like 11 right now, it'll be useful. Or maybe we should save this one. Nah. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're up to 10. plus 5 that we already have. So after nearly 2 hours of just strip mining beneath my house to hell and back, this is the amount of resources that I've been able to gather. Now, one peculiar thing I've noticed about where I've decided to dig is I have almost matched, block for block, the amount of gold ore to the amount of iron ore. And if you will notice, not here, but right here. So, if you'll notice, where I've primarily been digging has been called sunflower plains. Now, I know the mesa is a good source for gold and such, but, like, I almost feel like the sunflower plains beats it. Because you still get all this other resources and stuff, too, but wow, I'm blown away by the amount of gold. I mean, not that gold is particularly useful or anything, I just thought it was neat. Alrighty folks, after several hours of mining and building and then tearing down and then rebuilding, I think I have finally done it. My starter base! Let me show y'all the inside. I did some texturing with different kinds of wood and slabs and stairs and different kinds of stone. I think it is going to be very, very nice. On the inside, it's still kind of barren because I'm not entirely sure what to do with it down here beyond chest storage at the moment. But I'm really liking how the bedroom up here is looking. Of course, like, once I find some clay, I'm going to make a couple flower pots to put up here. I'm definitely going to put down, like, some sort of decorative rug when I can get to it. But I am liking this so far. So I think I'm going to end the episode there for today. I hope you all had fun watching. Let me know what you think of the house in the comments below. And if you have ideas for what to put downstairs, definitely let me know. If you liked this episode, definitely hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button to see more of it. And to be notified of when I post it, hit that bell notification. So with that, y'all, remember to love each other, and I hope you enjoyed. See ya!